6 years ago, if somebody would have said to me, okay, in about 1 year from now, you are going to go on a social media platform and you're going to record at least 1900 videos, there's really more to that story, plus, and you're going to focus your emphasis on motivating people to keep some more of their own hard earned money in various ways, I would have laughed in that person's face. Really, I would have. Let's talk about this back in a minute. Having a little technical problem with my video clip. Sorry about that. Hey, good morning. Good morning. This is Jan from New York City, channel name Jan from New York City Saves Money. And I truly love, love, love helping people keep some more of their own hard earned money. Could that be you? I certainly hope so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 6 years ago, if somebody was to say to me, in approximately 1 year from now, you are going to go on a social media platform and every single day, nonstop, for the next 5 years plus, you are going to make continuous, motivating, hopefully, videos to help people think and do about saving or keeping more of their own hard earned money. I would have left. Yeah, right. You got the right one. I would have said that right away to that person. Me, first of all, at that time, to be honest with you, I was only on one social media platform at that time. And I don't really care for that platform anymore, but that's another show. But the platform that I am on right now and have been on for over 5 years is the one I like. It's a perfect fit for me. But 6 years ago, if somebody was to say every single day, you are going to upload a video with a great intention in mind. Yeah, really, sure, right. But I did it. I did it. You see, to look at something at the great big picture can be extremely overwhelming. Am I right or am I right? For example, if I turn around, I said to you, you are going to save $5,000 in 1 year. Why? Why? You're like, no, what? Especially, let's say, if you're the type of person that really didn't focus your attention on doing things like that. Maybe you would have laughed in that person's face or whatever if I said it or someone else said it. But maybe that year you got motivated to save X number of dollars, whatever the dollar amount is, really doesn't matter. But the fact is, you decided to change your mindset. Your mindset. You see, this is why it's really important to break things up into baby bites and don't look at it as a great big chunk. Okay. So, for example, what I do at this time, literally, you guys get about 62 messages a month from me. Wow. Yes. Well, 31 times two. Definitely, you get one message a day. And some months you get two messages a day. So it's totally possible that at some point in time you may get a 62 message a month. I know even myself, I can't believe it. Where, oh, where do they come from? These messages. I know from where. But I'm a natural teacher. This is what God has destined for me all my life. I like to talk to people. This is what God has destined for me. So I put the two skills together and I wrap it up into the form of a video message. I might have helped maybe at least a few people in the last 5 years, and it makes my day. If one person gets the it factor from my message, even if, let's say, 300 people listen to the message, hopefully more, but if I get officially, let's say, 300 people or 500 views on a message over time or over the 1,000 mark, which is even better, and if one person out of that 1,000 mark got the message, I did my job. Thank you. That's what I wanted to do, reach someone. Would I have loved it if it was more free? Hey, the more the merrier, of course. So here's my message today. If you're setting out to do a project, whether it's a you want to save money for your retirement project, or whether you want to finally ever have a fully funded emergency fund, and the experts say that to have a fully funded emergency fund, 6 months of your necessities is really idealistic. Some even go so far as to say nine. So what I did recently, I created a video to encourage people to have at least 1 month emergency fund. Start small, start realistically. Because if I say to you, you have to fill up that emergency fund to be 6 months, and you gotta do it now. To say that would be like, wow, please, that's horrible. That's a horrible thing. No, you have to do it because it's a great idea to do it because you want to do it. That's the way that rolls for me. I don't know about how you feel about it. So lately, I've been watching some, I don't know why it comes up in my feed, certain shows that really demonstrate there is a great need for savings. There's a really great need for savings. And some people feel, well, I can't save. But I don't believe that. I think that we are all creatures of certain habits, okay? That same type of person or persons that I've noticed has a pattern and has no problem spending tons and tons of money on fast food. We all need to analyze our personal habits beyond the obvious. Sometimes we just don't want to face the facts. Like, for example, let's go back to getting overwhelmed. If I was to say to you, you are not ever, ever, ever allowed to have fast food in your life for the rest of your life. What? No, you wouldn't like that, would you? But let's say you're eating 3 fast food meals a week, right? But you want to start getting into saving for that emergency fund or other goal, okay? Well, can you live with going to fast food instead of 3 times a week? Start off small, cut it down to 2 times a week. You're not deprived, you're still doing it, but you're going to take that exact money that you would have spent on the fast food. And by the way, just because fast food is fast food does not mean fast food is cheap food. A lot of people make that mistake. Fast food is not cheap food, okay? Don't get thrown off by what I call like a loss leader in the fast food world. They'll like show you a cheap sandwich and then they'll raise the bar on the drinks or the dessert, and people do get very tempted. Okay, but that's another show. All right. But you could take, let's say you were spending $10 to $12 a week. I mean, at one time on the fast food, $12. You cut that down. You used to spend 36. Now you reduced it to 24. Do you think the following week you could be brave, put your toe in the water, put your whole foot in the water the following week, cut it down to having fast food just 1 time a week instead of 3? You will be shocked and amazed how quickly that money adds up. You could put that money towards paying down your smallest debt. These are all other shows for the future. Let's talk about getting motivated. Do not get overwhelmed. Do things in baby bites, in small increments, and you will find that you can manage such a thing. I have a little bit of a challenge for anyone listening that might be in the habit of doing something they know deep down in their heart they don't need to have outside coffee 5 times a week. I'm not saying don't ever get it. That would be my choice, but that's me. I'm a different person. But some people are in such a habit that they get the outside coffee for, let's say, 5 to 7 or even $8 a day just for coffee. Imagine? Well, let's start small. Why don't you take the old mental scissors and cut out one of those days? Can you try that 1 week? Cut it down to 4 days, and then the following week, cut it down to 3 days. But take that physical cash, or of course, everything's digitized today practically. Just look at your account and watch your money grow, because you will not have put that on a card. Can you imagine? Some of these places actually have a credit card. Imagine a credit card for coffee, for outside coffee. Ay, 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 ay. No comment. Let's just say this. It would not be for me. Just keep me happy in my instant coffees that I could buy my little jars and put them away in my stockpile. And I am perfectly a happy camper with my, and proud to say, with my 25-cent cup of Joe still and yet still in 2023. Yes, the prices went up drastically, but I'm not going to buy it at the higher price. If I get a better price on a similar product, that's the product I'm going to stock up on. I always want to stay ahead of the game. We can do it. You can do it. All of us can do it. We can save. We just have to make up our mind to do it. Don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe to this channel.